Hello, you are welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your girl Martha here, and today I just want to welcome you. If you are a new subscriber or you just bumped on this video, would you please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel? So today I am here for some more gist. And if you did not know, this is a safe space where I share practical tips and steps that can help us take us through our day-to-day lives so that we can learn, grow, and thrive together. So today I just have one thing that I need to share with us. And I just want to also let you know that I share these topics and tips from my own lived experience, things that I face on a day-to-day life or things that I've ever experienced. I come and share lessons learned from those experiences so that I can support or help a person that could be struggling out there. Because I myself, I've been struggling. I struggle every day. But what is the lesson? The lesson learned is what the YouTube channel is here for. So today I am talking about how to stop making assumptions. Very simple. How to stop making assumptions. This may make sense, or you may be trying to think how this makes sense. So we'll go through what assumptions are. Assumptions, or assuming, is when we think that we believe that something is happening or yet to happen, but we don't have proof about it. It's like, seeing, she's so big, Martha is so big. And then you're like, what is happening with her? Or just simple comments, or we may think those comments are simple, but they are not true. We have no proof. And I'll give you some examples of assumptions. When we think we know that what is somebody's motivation, like you assume what is Martha's motivation, or what are her skills and abilities, or maybe you're having a conversation with me or Martha or any other person, and you assume that they have understood. You get in your head, you think people have understood, or sometimes you think your goals are aligned with other people's goals, the people you interact with. So you have the assumption that, since I believe in this, other people also should believe in this. And we usually see those controversies on social media. We see those controversies in our day-to-day lives, in our workplaces, in churches, in every place. People assume. But today I come with some nice tips to really, really, really help us understand how to stop the assumptions, because these assumptions can be damaging. I understand that people who have been in danger of their lives because of the assumptions people have towards them. You have no proof, but you assume, and that is not right. Some people have lost jobs because of these assumptions. So today, let me give you the tips. One of the best and the top-notch tip or practical step that you could use to stop these assumptions is asking. If you do not understand something, ask. Before you assume something in your head that will bring somebody in trouble or you yourself in trouble, ask. When you ask, you get the correct answers. You get what you wanted to know. It elaborates on what you're assuming, and then you'll be able to make a judgment and be like, I was perceiving it in this way. However, this is the fact. So always ask when you don't understand, and work with work with facts and not emotions. Usually, when somebody asks you something, don't think they're attacking you. Sometimes these emotions could be emotions of anger and disappointment, sadness, and they could overcrowd what the fact is. So let's always work with facts and not emotions. Emotions are good, but they can be damaging. They could be bad. They could lead us to a wrong direction. And so today I urge you to always act with facts and not emotions. And always be aware of your own projections before you assume something. So search deep inside. Ask yourself, why am I being so judgmental? Why am I assuming that this person is this, and this? Maybe you could be struggling inside because of your own previous experiences, but having an awareness of how those values or experiences could affect your relationship with other people, it helps you to put you in a grounded, better space where you're able to work through the assumptions and be able to have the facts before you make your judgments. And then refrain from assuming that others have the same abilities as you do. Sometimes we think everybody's like us. No, we are different. The world has different people, different abilities. So if we understand that we are different, we are unique, we learn from one another, then that really helps us not to make so many assumptions. And always, another tip is examine your perceptions and your personal biases, the unconscious bias. Maybe, for example, in my country, Uganda, people judge others, or people assume that people from different tribes are treated differently or act differently, or different beliefs and norms. I think those assumptions are generational. But when we are to see the facts, some of those things are not really right. For example, they will say people from my own place where I come from are rude, they're arrogant. But that's a general term. But I understand that to understand somebody, his personality, or it's personal, it should be person centered. How you approach an individual, how they interact with you, you're able to know who Martha is, who she is, or who they are. So it brings us to this point of always understand or have an awareness of our own biases inside. Those could be generational biases or assumptions. But if you want to stand out as a better individual, you need to look through all these nitty-gritties and be able to make a decision for yourself. What path are you taking? Go with the facts. And then see the big picture to understand somebody's motivations. You may misunderstanding somebody is okay, is normal, but always try to understand what was their main goal. They were giving this argument in this presentation, but where are they coming from? Which angle are they coming from? I know most of us do not have the patience, but it is a skill that we learn over time in order to understand people's motivations. And when we understand what other people their motivations are, then we are able to save ourselves from the assumptions and assuming things that are not really good. So I would also break it down to this very important: make open, candid communication. Be open, communicate openly. It costs you nothing. If you don't understand my point on the YouTube channel, just go in the comments, ask me. And when I have the time, or when I see the comment, I come and do what? And elaborate more. And because communicate needs and expectations. What do you want? What do you need? And what do you expect? Be clear and be concise. When you're clear and concise and you communicate openly, it's going to make no room for assumptions, for judging, and for maybe potential relationship breakdown. So today I urge us to avoid assumptions, because the assumptions can be really, really damaging. And it's at this point that I call upon you that you should comment in the comment section. Tell me what you think. Is this video really helpful? Will you be able to share it with somebody so that they can change their ways, or they can be aware of how other people feel when we assume? So just in a nutshell, today we have talked about how to stop making assumptions, and we have learned a few tips here and there. First and foremost, we need to ask, we need to communicate openly, we need to understand what other people's goals or motivations are. We need to control our emotions in order to avoid the unconscious bias and this sort of assumption. So I just have been able to share this video with you from something that I was on a TikTok video, and somebody came out to say that she lost her self-esteem. She almost got a mental health condition because she hated herself because of the social media bullying she had. People were assuming things about them. So they were trying to change their body left, right, and center, which really caught my attention. I'm like, by the time somebody is spending a lot of money to put their body in shape because of the comments that they received on social media, that is very serious. So I thought I should create an awareness on how our assumptions can damage the people around us, and you and me shouldn't be the cause of that damage. We should rather preach positivity and harmony. So guys, I want to leave you here. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, share the content, comment on the videos, and like so that we can beat the YouTube algorithm, so that the video can be seen by many people. Otherwise, I love you all and wish you a good morning, good afternoon, good day, good night, good evening, wherever you're watching from. This is your girl Mother here. Please like, share, and subscribe. Bye.